Hello and welcome back to the Joyful Soul Creates. Today I'm sharing a design team project for Skull and Cross Buns, and I'm going to be using the Tropical Party stamp set and creating a large wreath with it. So I'm using my Gina K wreath builder template and my MISTI. I'm going to start by stamping my pineapple onto my card base. The card base is not the same width as the template, so it's going to mean that my wreath will be shifted to one side slightly, but it does not matter if the card base or panel you are working on doesn't fit the wreath builder completely, as long as you make sure you're always using the same corner as the one that you're putting into the corner of the wreath builder. That way you will be making a proper circle with your stamps. So as I said, I'll start with my pineapples, and I'm stamping these with inks from Hero Art's Colour Layering Pineapple set. I have Butter Bar for the body of the pineapple and Green Apple for the leaves. And once I have finished stamping the pineapples, I'm then going to fill in some of the gaps with the watermelon and also the orange slice. Actually, it could be any citrus slice, but I'm doing it as an orange. For these, I'm using Simon Says Stamp inks. I'm using watermelon for the red of the watermelon and key lime for the green, and then orange slash for the citrus slice. And I decided to do both of these at once because it would just speed up the stamping process a bit. And again, I'm stamping them down one at a time and turning the corner of my card base to the next corner of the template to complete my circle. I had initially thought I would just do that amount of wreath with the fruit, but then I decided actually I was going to extend it across my whole card, so I started bringing in more of the stamps from the stamp set. So next I chose this Monstera leaf or Swiss cheese plant leaf, and I'm stamping that with Forever Green, which is from the Hero Arts cube set, which is a very dark green, and again just turning as I go. I do use a baby wipe to wipe up where the ink gets onto my template and the MISTI mat, just so that I won't be picking it up on the back of the card. Then I'll go in with the larger Monstera leaf, and this one is just an outline leaf where the smaller one was solid, and this is being stamped with, I think I used the green apple for this one. I used the same 3 greens repeatedly throughout the design, so it's the Forever Green and Green Apple from Hero Arts and the key lime from Simon Says Stamp. I felt like I needed a bit more colour further out, so I'm using one of the little flowers from the stamp set and stamping that with the watermelon ink. And again, I'm just using the same colours consistently through the design to help keep it a cohesive design and make it feel like it all goes together nicely. As I get further out with my wreath, I don't necessarily have to stamp all the shapes all the way around because, for example, that top left corner, everything is full now. I did have to shift my template up to the top corner of the MISTI though, because I didn't have enough room to put my bottom stamps down otherwise. They would have been off the edge of the MISTI, so it was just easier to move the whole thing up and work like that. So then I'm going with some of the longer stamps for the further out portions of the card. Again, using the greens, the same greens that I've used so far. And I do check on the top portions if there's any place that the pattern would have that peeking in, even if it's just a very small amount that would be showing on that area, because I want this to look like it's being cut from a larger pattern. And I want to make sure I'm being consistent with my design. Here I'll go in with another of the long leaves. This one is a palm leaf. I actually used this before as a feather because I thought it looked like a feather and you could use it either way. I like that the design has these longer leaves out to the outer edges. I think it kind of helps add to the movement of the wreath and the design. Again, I decided to fill in with some more colour and flowers just to bring those bright colours out a little. So I'm using another of the solid flowers with the orange slush ink, and then I will also do an outline flower with the butter bar ink. I also like that the brighter colours of the design are more concentrated towards that centre of the wreath where the fruit is, and that they, whilst they are represented further out with those little flowers, it's not as intense. I think that helps bring the focus to the centre of the wreath. I then added my sentiment to the centre of the wreath, and that's stamped with My Favourite Things Black Licorice Hybrid ink, and that comes from the Quirky Sentiment stamp set, which is also from Skull and Cross Buns. And that completes my one layer tropical wreath card. card. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like any of these products, there are links down below to show you where you can pick them up. And if you use coupon code DESIGNTEAM over at Skull and Cross Buns, you can save 10% on your order. If you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button to let YouTube know that you like my content. You can also hit the subscribe button, and if you hit the notification bell, that will let you know every time I post a new video so that you can be sure you don't miss them. I'd love to hear from you in the comments as well, and also over on social media or on my blog, and all those links are down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!